Hi guys, it's Katy from Katy the Edutainer. Not so long ago I promised on social media 9 short videos about how to tackle certain aspects of public speaking. The 9 points I would like you to remember next time you'll be asked to prepare a speech are: what is a topic I was asked to tackle? What questions would I like to answer in my speech? Who is the audience? How to engage with them? How to move? How to use my voice? How to use the stage? How to dress? And my favorite, should I use PowerPoint or not? Number 1. What is a topic I was asked to tackle? You may not believe me, but many people forget to ask this question. They stay with their own understanding, but in reality do not agree on a topic or even on the title of the speech. One of my first speeches was a motivational speech to a bunch of staff in a bank. Okay, that's something I can work with, I said, but what would you like me to motivate them to? There was a silence on the other side of the line until I asked my questions the second time. The guy who was arranging the year-end motivational speech did not know exactly what should the team be motivated to. Do we talk about productivity, about taking more ownership, about living so-called work-life balance, or about simple showing up at work? He expected to have a 5-minute conversation and just give me the date and sign off on the price. We spoke for 30 minutes, where I kept asking questions to figure out what motivation the team needs. If you are a speaker, knowing exactly the topic about and what to address in your speech with as many details as possible is super important. Next time you're about to speak, make sure that you, people who you hire, and those who will listen know the subject of your speech. Today, question number 2. What questions would you like to answer in your speech? Your speech should lead somewhere. It should give the meaning to those who listen to it, so they would take the knowledge with them and use it later on. One of the best ways to make them remember is to create and know very well the question which your speech is the answer to. You can even do better. Starting your speech with a question. What can I even suggest is, when you prepare a speech, list the additional questions that you think your audience would like to receive the answer to, and integrate those answers in your speech. Knowing the question is making it easier for you to create a better speech, be more confident in that, and moreover, it makes the speech more memorable. Question number 3. Who is my audience? Many speakers would probably say I should start with these questions, and I do agree with them in the way that speech does not exist without the audience. People who are there to listen to us are the most important part of our speaking gig. They are the main reasons why we even were asked to prepare the speech. Get to know them as much as possible before you start writing it is crucial. Ask questions about their age, ethnicity, where do they come from, what is their job, education, what they likes, dislikes, what are their expectations overall. Get to know them as much as you can, even before standing in front of them. This way, you will be able to associate with them and really connect. Question number 4 today: how to engage with your audience. Have you ever dared to ask an obvious questions to your audience? Like, who would like to be a more successful leader? Or who actually had a really crappy manager? Of course, questions should relate to a speech and to its topic. It should also be engaging, maybe a bit irritating, and making them a bit wondering. Questions are great starting points or shifting points in your speech. They engage with audience, you're able to make them curious and simply acknowledge their presence. Another way To engage with them is just to ask them to shout out the answer to your questions, like, I would like to get to know you a bit better. I will count to 3 and I would like to hear your name. 1, 2, 3. And normally all of them, or at least 99%, is bursting with laughter, shouting their names. Then you can say, nice to meet you. Try one of those ones and let me know how it worked. Number 5 is how to move. Remember, every movement on the stage has its purpose. If you're moving your head to the left and to the right, every movement should simply follow or literally be a bit in advance of your words. And your gestures should also describe everything that you're talking about. If you're about something exciting, why not to work around with excitement? If you're sad, maybe getting a bit smaller and sad movements would be good. Do not hide your hands in the pocket. Let them freely tell the story together with you. How to use my voice. Question number 6 today. Did you notice that the speed and tone of your voice makes a difference in those who listen? I used to have a teacher who was talking in a monotone voice. It didn't matter if he was excited, sad, or really reading a piece of poem. I just hated it, literally. It was all the time the same. He was supposed to teach us literature. Instead, we all hated him and we're just studying to pass. Ugh, such a waste of time. I hope you will be different when delivering your speech. Use your voice to tell the story alongside with the words. Use your soft voice when talking about love. Shout out when you're shocked or excited. Slow down to make a bit of mystery. And speak faster when you're happy. All those above sounds and speed of the voice, they should match whatever you would like to say. Question number 7 today to be answered. How to use the stage. If you are on the bigger stage and you're walking from one side to another, you're literally confusing your audience. Instead, use each movement in your favor. Do not forget about any side of the stage, but do not overdo it with moving from left to right, from right to left, like just a rat in the cage. If your story has some parts, maybe it would be nice to use different sides of the stage to speak about those things. One of my last speeches had 3 stories pointed in different times of my life. So I started in the center when I was talking about the present. When I was talking about one part of the past, I moved to the right. And another story I was talking about from the left side. Question people ask me a lot, how to dress when I speak. Professionally. And according to the needs of your speech. If you need to change your clothes to show your change of thinking, maybe having a jacket and take it off during the speech might be a good idea. Like with your movements and with your voice. This what you wear matters. However, most important is that you will feel comfortable in the clothes that you're wearing. Should I use PowerPoint? I got to admit that I'm not a PowerPoint fan. But if there is a need to pass a certain information, I think it is better to use it and not to give handouts. However, please keep your PowerPoint to the point. Give really the visual and short numbers. If you're talking about budget approvals, 1 number per slide is perfect. They can see it, they can associate with it. PowerPoint should be more pictures, less words written. So they will actually focus more on you and on what you're saying instead of actually looking at the boring slides.